Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I would like to talk about Japanese tank destroyers that will probably come in next patch or next two patches on World of Tanks Blitz. Today I'm gonna talk to World of Tanks Blitz news. You can see I have some photos that I have downloaded from a World of Tanks site. I will post that in comments. So let's go with they can make two possibilities. I would prefer this one, but I remember that they made the 5.5 patch and they deleted quite everything in the game. In quite everything tanks above tier 5, so tier 4, tier 3 to tier 2 1 deleted. So we can start with NATO tank destroyer that it actually has a turret and very low armor and less than 30 millimeters and but a very great gun, 75 millimeter gun that can deal a lot of damage and pans a lot, like 100. He have Hino full gun, so 160 damage for 120 millimeters of penetration. Quite fast. You can see it's quite tall, not very great armored, and he's like his brother Kato, another tank destroyer in this game. It actually can be tier 6 and NATO can be tier 5. If NATO is tier 5, it will pan 150 millimeters or more. So just suppose that NATO is a tier 5. I'm sorry, guys. Kato actually has a 105 millimeter gun that can deal a lot of damage, but not very great armor tank and not so fast actually. It can deal 300 millimeters of damage or more or less. I think less because the Nightmare is 280, so I think that this will deal 250 or 282. And but this the difference about Nightmare can pan significantly more. I think 175 millimeters with pan this tank. Now we're going with a strange tank, Kiri OLED without turret. That for me this tank will bring the 105 millimeter gun. It can be actually the only gun on the World of Tanks, normal World of Tanks, the only gun, the last one, like as other tanks that we see in the future in the after this one, can deal 220 millimeters damage and pan to 190 millimeters, and the hull will be 75 millimeters armored frontally. Side and rear will be less. Okay, after this, you see first the tier 5, tier 6, tier 7 tanks aren't very great armored, but they will have, I think they will have a low reload with a great DPM, just like as medium Japanese tanks. Tier 8, the tier 8 tank will be Ori version 2. It's a quite copy of a Ferdinand. I think there will be quite copy of a Ferdinand even in the game. If we have or 200 millimeters of frontal armor or 250, I think it will have 200 millimeters of frontal armor. And another thing that Japanese tank destroyers will have, the tier 8, tier 19, 10, just remember, they will have a very low side and rear armor, because this is what rear projects deal, because this tank actually had the only gun the 105mm with 200mm of penetration, but I think that will buff the penetration, bring it 250mm or 220. Depend we want what wargaming we want to do with these tanks. If they make a break thrower, they will need 220mm of frontal of penetration and 250mm of frontal armor. Or they can do just as a Ferdinand, 200mm of frontal armor and 250 of penetration. The reload will still low for compensating the low armor side armor, and this tank can be actually quite fast, not slow, but actually can be quite fast. This one, the Ori version 2. The Ori version 2. In this forum, I saw that they have problems with other tanks, but I don't think that we'll add this one at top tier. But I think that we add this one, the Ori version 1. Ori version 1, as you can see, it's quite similar to a Yaktiga, and I think that we'll just do this, add this one. So because of this tank will actually be quite similar as a Yatiga, with very great frontal armor, 250 millimeters. The gun will still be 105 millimeters or can be bigger, but I think they will put the same gun of the first one, or even with a gun with more penetration, like as Yatiga. The problem of this one can be little faster, but will have the same problem. So for 40 millimeters of frontal, 40 millimeters of side, and 40 millimeters in the rear. As a tier 10 in that post, they just post this. But I will show you Japanese TDs. I really would like to show you the video, and this one is the tier 10. I don't know how it is called. I don't know how it is called, but it will have a massive. I think it will have a massive 140 or 150 millimeters, a further upgrade of Yatiga. So I think that it will have a very great frontal armor, or 250 or 280, but a very great frontal armor, very great DPM. Actually, as you can see the video, this tank isn't so slow. As you can see, as you see, it can deal a lot of damage. It has very great big gun, very big gun. As you can see here. I will listen. I will let you listen the gun sound. You listen it. This sound is from 150 millimeters, so it will deal 640 damage. With I think he will have only one gun choice. It will be fast, quite fast, but it will have the same problems of Japanese tank destroyers. It will not have a very great side armor or rear armor, so it can be actually difficult to do side scraping with these tanks. Another lack will be for the first 3 tiers, and Ori 2, Ori 1 can be the gun depression, but for Ori 2 and this one, gun depression will be pretty okay. Ori 1 can be a pretty okay gun depression too. So after this, I wanna and we have even the ATGM's tank. The top tier will be the Sheridan. The tier 9 will be a strange tank, a T92 light tank hull with a T49 turret, and the tier 8 of course will be the T49. I like the idea of Japanese tank destroyers because even in World of Tanks, normal World of Tanks, they hadn't put them in the game, so it can be quite exciting to see those Japanese tank destroyers in the game. With ATGMs, I really don't like it because I think that ATGMs will be the copy of an artillery, and will be a copy of an artillery. So actually, they can be very frustrating for players like me that are playing normal World of Tanks on the on the PC. The artillery is very frustrating. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Ecco Oni, you can see I just downloaded the photos. Will bring them away. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, put a like. If you don't, put a dislike. If you think that I make this right, just say it. If you think another way, just tell me in the comments. If you like them, just tell me everything you want about these new Japanese tank destroyers. I'm the VOT player, and I will like to see you in the next video. Bye and have great battlefields.